People on Jeep Facebook groups and pages as well as online forums are lying to you guys. Stay tuned. I'm going to tell you exactly why. This video on the Kubicon YouTube channel is going to be some Jeep tech, kind of a rant, and it's specifically geared towards those newer Jeepers, but does apply to anyone with a Jeep that is messing around on Facebook pages and groups, online forums, any of that stuff. So, you got your first Jeep, or you're new to the Jeep world, or you've been here forever and you have a question. Where do you go? To that community, that Jeep community, oftentimes nowadays found on places like Facebook. The issue with that is a lot of the guidance that you'll get on some of those groups is not good advice at all. I am very active in a lot of the TJ related Facebook groups as well as forums, back in the day, Pirate and all those. What I am seeing is just a lot of false information being provided by so-called experts. We're gonna keep names out of this video for now, but there are specific people within the Jeep community that like to over embellish basically what your needs are in the Jeep world. So to kind of track a little bit, right? You buy your first Jeep, you're super excited about it, you come to the community, say, hey, I want to lift my Jeep, I want to put these tires on it, and then next thing you know, you have a parts list that's $5,000 worth all the way down the line of why you can't put a 4-inch lift and 35s on your Jeep TJ without doing X, Y, Z, all this other stuff. I'm here to tell you that that is false. It's not true, and the people that are spreading that really honestly have no idea what they're talking about. All right, we are taking a trip down memory lane and looking at some old video footage off hard drives of the Kubicon Jeep TJ build before it was the Kubicon Jeep TJ build. Let's get started. So, we have a little Kubicon. 4-inch lift. Let me tell you guys what lift that is. It is a 4-inch zone lift that I got for $557 back in 2012. The lift that everyone says is complete trash. Won't hold up to four-wheeling. I have beat this Jeep into the ground to the point where it's on its fourth transmission now. Second engine. I've been through 5 sets of tires on it, wheels, like you name it, and it's freaking broke. The lift is not one of those things. I've had that lift on that Jeep for 10 years at least, maybe longer. And I've replaced bushings in it. And if you go on a forum right now and tell them that you're going to run a 4-inch zone lift and 35-inch tires, they're going to freaking lose it. So let's play this video a little bit. So we're doing our little walk around, and this video is available on YouTube, by the way, of our 4-inch zone lift Jeep TJ on 35s. And believe it or not, what you're going to see in this is stock drive shafts. Oh my god. No Tom Woods drive shafts. No slip yoke eliminator. Oh my god, your axles are stock. You don't even have lockers. You don't have chromoly axle shafts. None of that stuff. Nope, sure don't. I wheeled literally a stock Jeep TJ with a 4-inch zone lift for at least 12 years. And ran into very minimal problems. I have rust problems. That's what the problems have always been. None of which really constitute any mechanical issue. I have snapped a couple of axle shafts before, but it is what it is. I put stock ones back in. If I upgraded at that point, I wouldn't have a snapping issue. So what I'm trying to do with this video specifically is bring awareness to new Jeepers. A lot of you older Jeepers already know, advice you take with it what you wish. A lot of new Jeepers will hold this to gospel, and they don't have a lot of money, and they just bought a Jeep and they're excited about it, and now people are telling them, oh, well, you have to buy the lift, you have to buy the wheels, you have to buy the tires, you have to buy full axle kits to do chromoly axle shafts with CVs and Tomwood drive shafts and slip yoke eliminators and all this other stuff that you don't need. Yeah, is it good? Is it gonna hurt the Jeep at all? No, it's not. What I'm trying to say is, you know, like, I wheeled this Jeep hard for 12 years. I daily drove it. It's been to North Carolina. It's been all over the country. I've wheeled hard in the Northeast. I've wheeled hard in the South. I've wheeled hard in the West on a Jeep that doesn't have all these things that people keep talking about. And what I want is, I want for you, the new Jeeper that's looking at this, to not feel like you have to spend $5,000-$10,000 to get your Jeep the way you want it to. Like, if you break a drive shaft, great. Replace it. Upgrade it if you want to. Same thing with axles. Same thing with a slip yoke eliminator. I'm not discounting any of these parts. The parts are great, but the parts are not a necessity to go and put a 4-inch lift on your Jeep. And as always, not to plug, but to plug, really. You guys can contact me at any time. You have no obligation to buy parts. Like, if you need just advice, technical advice, any of that stuff, hit me up. You can call me at this phone number, text me at this phone number. You can shoot me an email right here. I will link all of my stuff right here. And of course, if you need parts, I'm happy to help you out with that as well. That is the point of the business itself, is to help you guys out with parts. I hope, as a new Jeeper, if you're watching this, the entire Jeep community, I promise you, is not as insane as it might seem on the forums. You're gonna have those people everywhere, you know. I encourage you and implore you to ask questions, but take it with a grain of salt. I would like to see more people get into the Jeep community, you know, and making the prices astronomical to do that is just not logical. Go get the 4-inch lift. Go get the 35-inch tires. Snap a drive shaft and replace it with a Tom Woods, all right? You don't have to do all of it at once. You don't have to go out and drop 10 grand on all these parts up front to be able to drive your Jeep daily and wheel it on the trails on the weekend. Like, things will break. It's a matter of life. My 1-ton Jeep that I'll have over 100 grand in when it's done will break. I almost can guarantee it. I just need to rectify this now opposed to later, you know. And these forums, you have all these self-proclaimed experts that will tell you all this stuff that you just don't really need. So that's the end of my rant today and the Jeep Tech rant. If you guys need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. We will catch you guys on another episode on the Kubicon channel.